Well, I say yes when I might mean no. Wanna keep you guessing, it's the way I roll. But should I worry about it? I don't know. Well, I say no when I might mean maybe. Wanna let you know that I'm not your baby. But should I worry about it? I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, no, maybe, I don't know. Should I know? What the frick? Should I worry about what people think? Should I worry about how much I drink? Should I worry about the way I dress? Should I worry about my indecisiveness? Should I worry about what's in my head? Should I worry about who's in my bed? Should I worry about what people say? Oh, it doesn't even matter, I'm probably gonna worry anyway. Well, I say yes when I might mean no. I wanna keep you guessing, it's the way I roll. But should I worry about it? I don't know.
We are going live on YouTube. I'm very excited about this. Hello, YouTube. We are live now. I'm really happy for that. So today is a big day. The last episode, the season finale of What the Frick is coming out. And it's coming out at 8 o'clock. So we have about 30 minutes. And we thought to make the wait a little bit more fun and enjoyable, we get all the actors together of the 5th episode and introduce everyone. And we will also show you a making of that we have not released yet. And before we do all that, we show you a short trailer so you get to see what is going on. And if you haven't seen the series yet, you can catch up now on this trailer. So I hope you enjoyed the trailer.
I am the most famous comedian in Austria. I am also the only comedian in Austria. I wanted to wait for a special occasion to come out to my family.
What are you doing with your old wedding dress, Mama?
For you, it's about time.
I can see the Tower Bridge from my window. Mama, within 1 week, I got a comedy gig in the West End.
Those little black dots in your bed, they were bed bugs.
There was a man in our kitchen.
Oh yeah, that was Tom.
This is a condom.
Liesel, don't judge me. I'm going through a heartbreak, and I read that you need to distract yourself after you break up with someone.
The West End is a pub.
It's a pub in the West End.
Don't worry, if they're not laughing, just get your tits out, you'll be okay, yeah?
This is a bringer show, so if you don't bring a guest, you won't perform here anymore, understood?
Yes.
You don't need friends, you need dates.
Lesbians have short hair and short fingernails. You have only short fingernails. So the chances are that you are a lesbian are 50-50.
How much of a lesbian are you? I mean, are you bi or queer or pansexual, allosexual, or just bi-curious?
You swiped me. No, I was the woman behind.
Wait, is that Hansel?
Yes, he moved into the utility room yesterday.
I will help you living your dream. I will be your manager.
Should I worry about it? I don't know.
Oh, hello. So yeah, we are back. So I hope you enjoyed that trailer. Yeah, and now I'm very, very happy to introduce you to the cast of What the Frick. So first of all, we have Kelly, played by Lauren Carl. So let's put your virtual hands together for Lauren Carl. Here she is.
Hey everyone. So I play Kelly, which is Liesel's crazy American roommate, which is so different than myself. You know, I had to do a lot of method acting to get into it. She's like this big party girl, things I would never do. No, but she was really, really fun to play. Obviously, Alice, thank you so much for casting me in it. I think you've just done a wonderful job with all the characters. They all have their nice quirky bits to them, which is great. So I'm obviously an actress. I do voiceovers, and I also combine like magic and burlesque and magic and drag. So, you know, if you want to check any of those out or see a lot more of me, especially in burlesque, because I show a lot, I go by Loretta Vondini and Louis Vondini. So please feel free to check those out. And I really hope you enjoy the last episode. It's been a really fun process. I've loved working with all the actors. We've had a lot of fun on camera and off camera on set. So thank you so much, Alice.
Thank you, Lauren Carl, fantastic. And then also we have Gattis Cantis. Gattis plays the cousin of me. And so Gattis, let's hear from you. Hello, Gattis.
Hello, everybody. So yeah, my real name is Gattis Cantis, and I have not prepared a speech, so I guess I'm gonna have to improvise. So I am feeling a little bit nervous. But yeah, as Kelly mentioned, it was like so much fun, like working on this, and yeah, got to do a lot of stuff with Kelly and Alice and other people. It was like so much fun, because you know, when I was a little boy, I wanted to be actor, because it's like, you know, it's just like so amazing, you know. And so now, you know, I've done some, not a lot, not so much, but I've done some. But so I was very excited that Alice asked me if I want to participate, and I was like, well, what I'm gonna be? She said, well, you're gonna be my cousin trying to marry me. I was like, yes, please. That's what I want to do. And anyway, it was so much fun. Like, if you guys not seen like the previous episodes, you definitely check them out. And I am personally super excited now, looking forward to the last episode, the episode number 5. And anyway, that's all I can improvise so far. So thank you so much, and I'll shut up right now.
Thank you, Gattis Candice. Yeah, he plays the cousin I'm supposed to get married to. That's what we do in Austria. And because of that, actually, I had a therapist in the show as well. And the therapist is played by musical comedian and actress Cecilia De La Torre. So let's hear from Cecilia.
Hello? Yes.
Oh, you're an absolute disgrace.
Oh, somebody said me. Yeah, hello, I'm Cecilia. I play the therapist, which is a lot of fun. I tend to be cast as mad people, so I kind of do that quite well, apparently. I don't know. But anyway, so I really enjoyed it. It's a huge amount. And and normally I do musical comedy. I play guitar. I'm not doing it at the moment because I've broken my wrist. But yeah, so very excited about tonight, and yeah, I hope you all enjoy it. I'm sure you will. Yes. Okay.
Thank you, Cecilia. Oh yes, she broke her arm. What else? Lockdown and the broken arm. You don't need more. 2020 needs to end now. So, and then we have another fantastic actor and performer, cabaret performer and comedian, Lucien Jack, who did a fabulous performance. You will absolutely love him when you see him. But here he is now backstage almost.
Yes, thank you so much, Alice. Really, really good to be here. I've never been called an actor before, so actually this is my first ever acting thing for 10 years. The last thing I was in was 10 years ago, Nottingham University. I played a policeman, and I was produced by Tia Coffey from RuPaul's Drag Race Series 2. So maybe, Lauren, you'll be on Series 12 of UK Drag Race. Let's go and see. Yes, I'm a stand-up comedian. My role's not very big in this, but you know what they say. There's no such thing as small parts to small actors. And thanks to you, Alice, I'm ready for my gastric band. So thank you so much for letting me be here. And yeah, can't wait to see how it's, I can't wait to watch the episode. It's going to be fun. Thank you for having me.
That's great. Thank you, Lucia and Jack. And then last but not least, we have my mother, who plays my mother, Janet Battersworth, a fabulous comedian and actress as well. So give it up for Janet.
Hi. Well, I can't match that last one from Lucian. I think I'm going to come across distinctly low energy compared to that. Yeah, the first episode first season or whatever you call it, I was participating live as a real person in a real place, in a basement in Soho, brandishing an old wedding dress, and trying to persuade Liesl to get married incestuously to her cousin, which she wasn't keen on, largely because of being gay, of course, because otherwise she would have jumped at it. And that's about it. Ever since then, I've just done stuff over the phone. But anyway, I'm really enjoying it. Really looking forward to the last episode. And
Thank you very much.
I don't know, did my voice synchronize with the sound? Because it didn't seem to.
Yeah, I think it should.
Oh.
Actually, Janet and Gattis, I am from Austria, but they are both not from Austria. They all had to learn an Austrian accent because I thought I can't get an English accent, so I will make everyone get an Austrian accent. So that was lovely. And before we chat a little bit more with the actors and see what your chat said about, I've heard someone was concerned about Cecilia, how she broke her hand. We answer all these questions after we show you a little bit of a making of. We have another making of. So let's look into that, see how it looked backstage of the shooting. I hope you enjoy it. Sound is rolling.
Yeah.
Episode 3, scene 10-2, take 5. Frame is good?
Yeah, frame's good.
Okay, and action.
But this is such a nice picture of you.
Thank you.
I think so. Your eyes look really nice in it.
Do you see the computer as well?
Yeah.
And now just wave. And go down.
Why?
Now my face should be in frame. Let's do it again because I missed the proposition. Sorry, I forgot that I was in frame as well. 3, 16, 3, 1.
The vibrating rabbit?
Rabbit.
Rabbit
because
vibrator.
it's butt plug,
Yeah.
Blitzsacker,
Rabbit, vibrator, rabbit, vibrator, rabbit, vibrator. And this is the vibrating rabbit. Is it vibrating rabbit? Is it rabbit?
Vibrator.
Rabbit first, then the vibration next. Okay. Oh. And this is the vibrating rabbit. Can we go through this scene one more time? And this is the vibrating rabbit. And this is a monkey.
And then it goes ding dong.
You already know the sound. Then we're gonna be ding dong.
Okay. I'm into bed.
We get a bad.
Another car is coming. Keep rolling. Okay, action.
Rolling.
One second, yeah. Okay, cut. Camera is rolling. Lauren is rolling.
Yeah, then roll.
Yeah, hello back. This is behind the scenes. As you can see, we will bring on the actors as well now, because as you can see, some of the scenes were quite tricky to shoot, especially this one scene in episode 3 where Gattis and I tried to wait for a car to make us look as if we got hit by the car, and no car came. And that's nice with the cars. But in general, we just wanted to fake to walk onto the street, but every car turned over. So we were like, oh God, it took us ages. But nobody got hurt. Gattis is all good. Almost one time he almost escaped me. But do we have any other scenes that one of our actors remembers that were a little bit bad to shoot? I remember, Cecilia, when I shot at your flat for the therapy scene, they had a massive party outside with a disco music, and then we had to get our sound person. She just went out and talked to all these big people to turn the music down.
That was very brave of her, actually. I mean, she went out because, as Alice said, the music from this party was so loud that Catherine went out and she asked them if they could turn it down, and they did for 15 minutes. They gave her 15 minutes where they turned the music off. So that was very good of them, but also Catherine did a great job in PR and being charming, and so we had 15 minutes, didn't we, Alice? We had a hell of a lot to do and we had to get on with it. So that was we did it, but it was a bit of a moment.
We did it.
Yeah.
And then there was Lauren, who couldn't remember the sex toys names.
Which I just think that's appalling in itself, because I thought I knew what I was talking about with that stuff, but apparently that probably went on for a good 10 minutes, just trying to vibrating rabbit.
Rabbit vibrator it is. So she still has to learn a bit.
So good work on that one, rabbit vibrator. But anyway, yeah, no, that was really fun. And I have to admit, I've worked with obviously so many lovely actors, but I have to say my favorite was the one-eyed green-eyed toad. So a lot of times in acting, they say that, you never want to work with kids or animals, but I was working with a stuffed animal and that worked perfectly.
Oh, right.
Somebody shared the screen. What is going on here?
Wow.
Oh dear, that's a rabbit vibrator coming up now.
Oh
no.
gosh. Well, you never know where to find a good rabbit vibrator. Share screen.
Who knows?
Quite intelligent those things are.
And Lucienne, you just had a really short appearance in the sitcom, and it was in the middle of the pandemic. Basically, everyone had to wear a mask to come on set. How was that for you?
Well, I think the thing to remember is it took me an hour and a half to go and get to Stratford. I walked in around half an hour early, and Alice, Miss Austrian organizo lady, said, let's do your scene now. So I just put down my bag, went to do the scene. We did 2 takes. And yes, then I went back home to Collier's Wood. So, it took around 2 minutes to do the takes twice, and I left, and it was wonderful. So thank you very much. Yeah.
Lucy, and when you're a pro like yourself, you were there, you were prepared, you're like, boom, let's get it done.
I knew all of my line off by heart.
You did.
All of your one line you knew. That's great.
Actually, I had 2 lines, actually, and I improv'd the first one. But you have to watch the episode to find out how I improv'd it.
Oh, you'll see.
Oh, it's a 10-minute countdown. It's happening soon.
It's one word and it begins with an L.
Oh, look, Lucien gets like his lines now in. We also had Janet Bettersworth. She played the mother, and we actually only filmed her via Zoom, so she didn't have to come on set. That was a pretty nice shoot. How did you prepare for that, Janet? Did you do any method acting?
No, I think he sent me the script, and I can't remember actually. My memory lasts for about 3 days at the moment. So I can't remember exactly what the process was. But I just have to say about Cecilia, I'm sorry, you look fabulous.
Me?
No, Cecilia, because
now.
Yeah, because I'm used to seeing that sort of rather middle-aged looking psychoanalyst or whatever she is.
Yes.
You look about 20 years younger. Honestly, you look really great.
That's very kind of you. Very kind of you. I haven't actually washed my hair for a month because of my arm. I can't wash my hair, so I'm delighted that you think I look great. It's so greasy, but Janet,
Well, I can top that because I haven't washed mine for a year.
I never
I've
wash
washed
mine.
mine for a week. There we go.
Thank you.
So what happened to your arm, Cecilia? Somebody asked in the YouTube chat.
Well, what actually happened? Not during filming, but I did get run over by a car. So
She had to do it. Got this. We had to wait.
Wrong scene. I should have done that scene with you and Gatted. Then you know it would have all worked out perfectly. But I actually was crossing a road and I got hit by a car, and there we go. So broken wrist, broken ankle. You know, yeah. So could have been worse, but yeah, there we go.
But looking fabulous,
But looking fabulous. So it's a look that you're rocking, and you're doing it so well.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
If any one of you has any more questions, we have about 8 minutes left. Otherwise, I would ask Gattis as well. What was your scariest moment on the film set, or your best moment, or maybe it's the same?
The scare. Well, I mean, the cars, you know, driving by, it was a little bit scary because those are actually real cars. Like there was no any kind of safety happening. Unsuspecting car drivers. Yeah, that was a bit scary. And then it was fun to live in a tent in your house. So that was so much fun. It was like I had my own house within your house. So that was so cool.
I got a question actually on YouTube if I would marry Gattis in real life, and that is I love Gattis, but I'm a lesbian, and lesbians don't marry men. That's the only
Gattis isn't a lesbian himself?
If Gattis becomes a lesbian, I would consider marrying.
A lesbian trapped in a man's body.
So I don't know if Gattis
is like, no, I am not.
I don't mind that you're lesbian. I'll get married.
You would marry me?
Yeah.
I love the flirting going on.
We have sorted that out. That's now a proposal on YouTube 5 minutes before the release of the last episode.
Totally. Well, I think we got some concepts for season 2 with maybe more of a reality thing though, as opposed to scripted, with all this juiciness,
There is a question for Lucienne. Who did you take as an inspiration when you were doing your part? Who was your inspiration?
That's a very good question. Thank you for singling me out. I feel so special. What's my inspiration? So the thing is, I'm also a comedy compere. So I pretty much just went in and played myself. I'd love to say there was some method acting going on, but there wasn't. But yeah, I was myself.
Your own inspiration. So we say Gattis looks heartbroken. No, Gattis doesn't look heartbroken. Somebody said he looks heartbroken. Look at me, Gattis. No,
Alice, you're breaking heart. Right before the release of episode 5. Oh no. Drama occurring.
But actually, I will tell you, season 1 ends really well for Gattis. So you can watch the link. I will post it on YouTube.
It does.
And I will post it on Zoom as well for a Zoom audience. So be sure Gattis will be a happy Gattis or Hansel when he leaves the first season.
Yeah, don't you worry. He's fine.
Ninja.
So do we have any more questions? Do we have any more questions?
I have a question for you, Alice, actually.
Oh.
Okay, so what would you say are the 3 main differences between you and Liesl?
Oh, that is difficult. Well, I would say Liesl is naive and I'm not, and that would be a lie.
Yeah, I'm like...
Liesl is very much, but okay, the main difference is I have never had to marry my cousin. That was never, I have a cousin, a boy cousin, but my family never asked me to marry him.
Yes. Alice, I've known you for a few years.
I'm
kidding.
That is true. So that's for the other two, I might have to think. But yeah, I did. It is based very much on my comedy solo shows. So a lot of stories and a lot of, and for example, the therapy scenes happened when Cecilia and I were doing sketches, and then we just both went to therapy and said, let's pay a therapist to get some inputs for our sketches, and we did. So a lot of these things are basically a thing of years of performing and writing, and then the sitcom was squeezed out. Okay, another question for everyone. How did you know Gattis? Well, I knew Gattis from performing, actually. So we did stand-up comedy together, and then we just said, how about we shoot something together? And he said yes, and I was like, oh great, that was easy.
And I met Gattis on this, but Gattis and I have performed at a few like comedy cabaret nights together since then. Or maybe I knew you before that. I don't know, but we've done some live shows together, like cabaret. Yes, he was doing comedy. Yeah, and it's been a joyous experience getting to know him.
I've been in the same bill as Gattis a number of times, and before I met Gattis, and he was always phenomenal, hilarious, utterly original, and that's before I realized the Britain's Got Talent thing. A huge fan of Gattis. Yes.
Again, me too as well. I met Gattis many times doing comedy performances together, and the first time I met him, it was in Kentish Town, and I told the promoter I am such a massive Gattis Candice fan, and he said, well, let me go and introduce you to him. And I was like, hi, I love you so much, but be careful, Gattis, I might become your Yolanda to your Selena, so maybe if there's a series 2, keep us away.
This could end real bad.
Stop it, guys. My head is getting too big. Stop.
So Gattis, how did you know yourself?
The first time I realized that was real was like when I was born. I was like, whoa, this is fun. Yay, water slide. Yeah.
So we are about to finish off. We have 1 minute left, and then this will all end and the episode will be released. You can watch it on YouTube, and let's hope. So this was the first season of What the Frick. It took about 3 years to get it all done, or 4 years maybe with the writing process. But the good news is the 4 episodes were just shot and post-produced this whole year. So we were quite quickly with this. We just needed a bit of a lockdown and coronavirus and pandemic. But let's hope we are able to get the second season out and we get some funding for this. And thank you very much for joining in, for zooming in, and feel free to share and like and comment on it. And massive thank you on these beautiful, amazing actors who made it happen and made it so funny. Also the other actors from the other episodes who are not here today, they were all pretty awesome, or to say it American, awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much. And I say good night to you. Good night.
Well, I say yes when it might mean no. Wanna keep you guessing. The way I roll. Should I worry about it? I don't know.